Congressman Krishnamurthy about this meeting happening behind closed doors between members of the Oversight Committee and some Epstein abuse survivors. What else do we expect this afternoon?
Well, we are expected to get some sort of a readout as to what these members of Congress learned from this roundtable discussion that's going to take place behind closed doors. I'm told that there are survivors, victims of the Epstein controversy who have not revealed themselves to the public that will be part of this roundtable discussion. So there's a real possibility that lawmakers are going to get insight into this affair that they not previously had learned from before. And it could, to a certain extent, crystallize what the goal is for members of Congress as this investigation continues to unfold. Exactly what are they looking for, and what will they consider to be a success as they subpoena all this information, not just from the Department of Justice, but from the Epstein estate itself. And also, they're bringing in a number of high-ranking officials that were involved in the investigation to ask them questions about what they knew about the Epstein affair. So today, I think, could be, in many ways, a guidepost for members of Congress as this investigation moves forward.
So, Amy, we know Khanna and Massey are expected today to file this discharge petition involving the Epstein files, to bring it to a vote with the whole House floor, to make all these files public. And in case anybody missed it due to the long holiday weekend, Speaker Johnson actually talked about this over the weekend. Let's watch.
The discharge petition from Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, I hope I'm using the right word, will ripen soon.
Well, no, I guess it would if they get the right signature.
If they get the signature,
but it's now a moot point. It's not necessary. I mean,
you don't think it's going to happen?
There may be a floor vote of one measure or another. We have our own resolutions to do all this, but it's sort of not necessary at the point, because the administration is already doing this.
So what's the breaking point for Republicans? I mean, they can only downplay it for so long, right?
I know, and they left Congress in July, and they were hoping that they would get a respite from this story, hoping that it would go away, but it hasn't gone away. Here they are, and bang, the first day out. Tomorrow, they're going to have a press conference. It's going to be a very moving press conference. And this is not the conversation that Republicans want to be having right now. We have this bigger shutdown looming. They have all these issues to take on. Democrats, meanwhile, are looking for the fight. They want this fight. And I'm talking to Democrats on the Hill. They think they have enough votes to push this through, so it doesn't really matter what Speaker Johnson is saying. If they have enough votes to push this through, it goes forward.
And it doesn't go away. That means for the White House. Ryan, lawmakers are also, as Amy mentioned, returning to this looming government shutdown potentially. What kind of pressure is building with less than 30 days left to avoid that fiscal cliff?
The pressure is enormous, Anna, and the prospect of a government shutdown is as real as it has ever been, in part because this is going to require cooperation between Republicans and Democrats to get some sort of a package through, and Republicans and Democrats really aren't in the mood to cooperate with one another. We remember the fallout from March, where the base of the Democratic Party was angry with its leadership, that it capitulated to the administration and allowed a funding plan to go forward. You add that on to the fact that the administration has routinely now on two different occasions basically just canceled out billions in dollars of funding that Congress had already approved, once through a rescission package that Congress voted for, and then just last week, the administration attempting to push one through that would not require congressional approval. There's, of course, some question around the legality of that, but what Democrats are asking is, why would we approve a funding package when there is no guarantee that the administration will actually spend that money? It's part of what will be part of these negotiations going forward, and right now there does not appear to be a clear path forward.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer is out with a new letter this morning criticizing Republicans for willingly letting go of the powers of the purse and letting the president make those unilateral cuts, writing, quote, "It is clear that Republicans are prioritizing chaos over governing, partisanship over partnership, and their own power over the American people." So I guess, Amy, the question then becomes, for Democrats, do they have the appetite for a prolonged fight related to a shutdown potentially?
That's the thing. They're worried about next year, Anna, and what happens next year. The midterms are almost a year away, and they don't want to be seen as, preventing or blocking a shutdown or having a shutdown. They want to be on the right side of this fight, but they remember, as Ryan said, what happened in March, and they were so angry at Schumer and their leadership for kind of caving, and so now they're going to be trying to negotiate. They want Medicaid, to restore Medicaid cuts. They want funding for hospitals in rural areas. They want other things. You're going to see them at the negotiating table. They're trying to meet with President Trump and congressional leaders to talk about it. They're trying to be proactive about it, but we'll see how it plays out.
Right. Do they have any leverage? That's still to be determined.